Good day. Happy Thursday. If you're watching this on the Thursday, July 31st, the last day of July, I should say, you need this powerful message right now. This is guidance from Spirit, and we are going to see what's coming up. There has been a lot of energies all over the place right now for so many people. I've been seeing it from many people, and it's been crazy right now. As I was getting ready, this card flew out of a deck I picked up. Transform your life. Okay. And transformations, number 16, which is a lot to do with listening to that guidance that you have, really um, really settling in on slowing it down, being more in flow. There are a lot of people struggling, a lot. And there are people that are thriving. So I am really, it's been really crazy. And I am getting that there's an aspect here, especially the ones that are struggling, for you to kind of go inward, be more in flow, allow life to happen because life is happening. And I'm feeling this aspect of you're being rebirthed. There is something major happening and going to happen in your life when we move through all of this energy that is happening with this massive shift on earth. You are being called to be here. You're going to be some of the, people that are leading the path that are needed moving forward. There is something really big here. There's something more with your own creative magic, your abilities that is coming through, that all of that is from many people are being put into something that is going to be so expansive. Okay, now we're going to continue on. There is something very, very, like I said, expansive and magical, and these gifts that are coming out in people that are really starting to shine through as they go through this shift, this change. I feel a lot of grief. I feel a lot of um, um, a lot of pain that people are going through. Temperance, and this is seeing both sides of it. This is being in the hard and being in the gratitude, the abundance. Okay, it's finding that balance. That's why I mentioned going inward at the beginning of this video, and finding that balance in who you are, where you're going, where you're being led to. It's hard, and it's like as above so below, as within so without. So the more chaos you have within, trying to discover the path, trying to discover your healing journey, trying to discover all of these things, the more or the less chaos you have within, the less chaos is going to be around you. And sometimes we just have to give in and say, I am just like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, being more in flow. This is the direction we are moving to. We are moving out of timelines. We are moving out of having to, you know, create timelines for everything we do. Appointments, yes, right now we have to be on a schedule for that. But being more in flow of, if today isn't the day you do something that you had planned, it's not the day. If the energy isn't there, it's not there. And like for me, for instance, my newsletter, I want to always do it the middle of the month and work on it and get it done with. But I only do it if I'm in flow of doing it that day. I just, if it's late, it's late. I'm not on a schedule. It comes out when it comes out. So it's something that we need to be in flow of. We need to feel the energy of. And everything is energy. The more we understand that every single thing that we do is all energy, and we've been taught to be regimented. We have been taught it's time to go to sports, it's time to go to school, it's time to eat lunch, it's time to eat, and it's time to go to bed, and it's time, and we're not listening to what our body is requiring. We are too regimented, and we're coming out of that uncomfortable space. Okay, there's definitely some new beginnings for many of you that are being planted right now, whatever this is for you, in whether this is a business, whether this is a side gig, whether this is new relationships. I'm feeling more career based, more opportunities, more things going on that are going to bring more abundance for you. Okay. And the Ace of Swords. So not only new opportunities, but new ideas, new thoughts, new clarity on how to start these new ideas, how to allow them to flourish the way they need to flourish. Okay. Beautiful. Love this. But, as I said before, going through this transformation, putting your skills into something, putting your magic into it for this to really be created. What they're showing me, it's like, you make a pot of soup, you put in all the vegetables, you put in all the whatever it is that you want in your soup, but it's not done right away. It has to cook. It has to be, get all the flavors to be savored together. You have to add a little this and a little that. It's a space where it takes some time, but you need to put in what you are called to do. It's like we can't follow a recipe anymore because it doesn't work anymore. We can't heal a certain way for every single person. Every person's energy is different. There is just something here. This is big. This is like we are moving into some massive, massive shifts. And if you are being called and you're uh, a light seeker, you are being called to be here and move through these challenging times. To get to where we're going, to be the person you need to be for not only for yourself, but for the collective energetically. Okay. We live for ourselves, but I've had so many visions of people in need, and we are the people. Okay. I personally haven't been struggling, but I can't say the last year that I haven't. Okay. We all go through so many things on our own timeline. Okay. So it's hard. I it's hard for me whew, to see so many people struggling. It really is. And but I can see the other side of it. I can see the beauty. I can see this, you know, this egg opening up and the shell is just being cracked now, and discovering where the light is and how to get out, how to get there, all of the things that come with that. Okay. You got the Page of Swords again. So really, this knowledge is going to this brand new knowledge is coming. Oh, sorry, I didn't say again. Page of Swords is pretty much like the Ace of Swords. But there's this knowledge that is trying to break through. It's like this self-discovery, this discovery of life. Like, I don't get it. Why is this struggle so big? Why is this happening? All of those things. But it's here, and there's more for you to discover. Okay. Ace of Cups. Wow. So you have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Cups. Emotional fulfillment is being brought. Intuition. That is another massive shift for people. following your intuition. What is true? What isn't? What is real? Where do I go? What do I do? All of those things. Very big to start really listening to that and your communication to spirit. As I said, the transform your life, the first card is number 16. It adds up to 7. When they show me 7, it is about your communication with spirit, your connection, going deeper, really having um, that conversation back and forth with spirit, with your guides, and really sitting back and they're your best friend. They are your team. That is what you want. You want that open communication as much as possible. So the only ace that is missing is the wands. So there's more passion to be discovered. There's more, and when I say passion, it is like more of your skills, more of the things that you desire to do in life, your, you know, hobbies, your, what is it that makes you feel good and fulfills you? Those are the things that are being discovered right now for many people. And you got the lovers. So partnership, intuition, they're showing me in a big way when it comes to partnership is going to be really needed moving forward. Look at this, the Hierophant. Wow, you are becoming the person who is the leader. Like I had said, you are going to be the waysayer. You're going to be the one that has gone through it to know how to help people, to bring in those skills that is needed for you to lead other people, heal other people, be guidance for other people. You are the one who is bringing in the next generation of people on their spiritual path. 9 of Swords. And I feel like there has been a lot going on in your head, figuring it out. Um, they're just they're showing me for you to keep focus on the sun, keep focus on life, keep focus on what is good, what feels good, what brings you strength. um yeah, there's just something more here for you to let go of coming forth. And I feel wealth as in abundance. We had the Ace of Pentacles, but what also is coming through for this is it's not just wealth as in money wealth. It is abundance of knowledge, abundance of energy, because people have been tired as well. This is what's coming. Abundance of love, abundance of healing energy, abundance of all of the good energy coming into your life that is going to make a difference on your path, that is going to create a lighter, easier path. It's just something that is bigger for you, okay? They're just saying, keep going, keep as hard as it is and being on your knees, keep going, okay? Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is going to start spinning in your favor. This came out upright. This is going to be something that is, as long as the wheel is going to move and it's going to start moving in your favor, but you have to stay in flow. You have to, once that wheel starts spinning, you have to be in flow. You have to be in a space of what you can't control, you can't control. And it's the yin part of your energy. The yin is about being balanced, but it's all about nurturing. It's all about stepping back, allowing things to happen organically. I was on a meeting yesterday and that's what it was about. It was about, being in yin and yang in your business. And it was pretty awesome to hear, about giving up lack of control. Um, you know, we're so regimented and sometimes we just need a day off and we need to take it regardless of how much work is there to do. That work is always going to be there. and there's nothing you can do about it other than you can't just keep working to the bone, because when you're done that work, there's going to always be more. Okay. So being more in flow of what resonates. I have a friend who, if she gets up during the night and it's time for her to eat, she eats. If she doesn't need to get up in the morning, she doesn't need to get up in the morning, right? She is just, if she feels like eating, she eats, doesn't matter what time of day. And she feels like she needs rest, she rests. If she feels like doing a video, she does a bit. Like, she's just so much in flow of listening to her guidance of where there's just no control there, and there's a sense of peace in that. Okay, there's a big sense of peace. Wow, look at this. The sun, the sun is where we want to be. This is the joy. This is the light. This is the happiness. This is being in all of the energy that is required for us to be happy and live a happy life. When was the last time you sat and just felt the sun, closed your eyes, felt the sun, or put your hands out and just just felt it, like even on a drive, and just allow yourself to soak in that energy. And there's so many aspects around us that we are needing to just soak in that energy. Acceptance. Okay, this is a big one right now. What is coming through with this is there is an aspect of, there's a lot of relationships, people that are just done with other people. It is a massive shift in that. I mean, it was happening. I saw it last November, where I knew that a whole bunch of relationships, people, all the things, but it's even bigger now. It is an aspect, a space where um, people are just done with narcissism, gaslighting, all of that. And there is a lot of it in our world. And people are seeing through it. The truth is coming out about who people are, how they treat other people, what they do, and people are done. And that is a good thing, because you are shifting into um, who you need to be, who you are to the core. I am enough to not be in this relationship anymore. All of those things. And what's happening is, being the fact that people have had enough, the people that are on the other side of that, and there's no wrong or right, there's no judgment here. The ones that are trying to control people the narcissistic way, um, they're being shown their plate. They're being shown their energy, and they're having to face how they are treating people. And that's, we all need to face how we are out in the world, right? What we put out comes back, right? And now is the time where what we are putting out is coming back. So just know that there is a space here for you to understand that you are accepting in all aspects, all you deserve, all of the good stuff. Okay. So really understanding that you are deserving of everything that you feel you deserve. Okay. Seven of water. So seven of cups. So this is all about making choices on being in control, choices on going with the flow, choice on being in a relationship, choice on not being in a relationship. This is all that is coming to head, all of these choices that people are making. And there is just something bigger coming from our choices. That's why we need to be in flow, choosing what is where we are guided, choosing from our intuition. Every choice we make has, has a consequence or has a beautiful path in front of us. Really understanding that everything needs to be in flow. Okay. The star, this is beautiful. This is you being seen. This is after the tower. The star comes out after life gets real, after all of the things that we go through, the struggles, the being on our knees, discovering who we are, the acceptance of who we are. And when we're all done, that is the star. The star is, that hope, that faith, that space where we know that we are going to be seen, we are going to be in flow, things are starting to move, evolve, and have a beautiful outcome. Okay. It is the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. Right now, there are so many in the tunnel, but there is so much more beautiful things. Okay. Um, Look at this. This is straddling worlds. Amen. I've been straddling worlds for feels like years. Okay. It is leaving the old world, this old energy, this old space that we used to be in, um, and moving forward into creating this beautiful, beautiful new world. Okay. Um, Transpersonal. So this is definitely, having being your light shine, your knowledge, your awareness, your gifts. This is a huge part. This transformation that is happening is bringing out more of your gifts, your energy, your power, um, in a world that is going to need so much guidance, support. The Hierophant is the guidance, support, love, all that it needs. And you're here for that. And you're here for that. And there's just such a massive shift coming, and then obstacles. Right now is that's where many people are at, is that those obstacles where they don't know how to navigate them because they've never been through anything like this before. And that is why we need to, instead of figuring out how to navigate, being in control, how to navigate, being in flow, being in a space where you are only using guidance, where you're only using your intuition, no brain power, meaning no ego. Okay. Yes, we need to have our brain and our thoughts, but it's a space where you only follow light. You only follow, you don't listen to anyone. You only listen to your own heart, your own guidance, your own path, your own guides. And, and it's like people saying, oh, you have to try this. How about you ask yourself, do you need to try it? Right? This is a space for you to really go within and see what resonates with you. Just like this reading, if it doesn't resonate with you, scroll away. There's no right or wrong about it. It is where you are guided to, what path you're on. And this is just so powerful. It's beyond even words for me to even explain. I just feel it. Okay. Staying in those aspects of being grounded, and being grounded does not necessarily mean that you have to go stand in the grass. Being grounded means that you're not flighty. You are just in the moment. You are in your space. You are in flow. Okay. Um, Can't even make this stuff up. In the flow. Wow. Um, Being in flow. It's hard to do. It's one of the hardest things to do, being in flow and trusting, because we have been taught to be in control. It's that conditioning that is being unconditioned, because we feel we need to be doing something. We feel like we need to make the right decision. That's control. It's a huge aspect. Okay. We're going with one more here. I'm getting a little long for you today. I'm sorry. It's just what the energy is. Being in flow. I love it. And, and I feel like there is something with, by the end of 2025, things are really going to shift. Okay. I know it's half a year away almost, but embracing. Okay, embracing the light, embracing this transformation, embracing who you're becoming outside of this cocoon that you're in. Okay, embracing all of that, embracing the relationships that honor you, and looking at the relationships that um, people are not being authentic and honest with you in what they do and what their conversations are, um, and that's their choice. That's okay. But being in flow with going, you know what, you're lying to me, you are not being authentic, you're whatever. Is this person have a space in my life, or do I just only have that space when I have to? And um, families family is one of those that, you can't, you can cut the ties. There's times when, emergencies, things happen, where you possibly have to be together, but then you get to choose who you are. You get to choose to walk into something that is going to change the energy, or just walk away and have it be what it needs to be. But this is about going inward. This is about honoring your own wisdom that came out on its own when I was shuffling here, honoring your own knowing, because this is where we're going. This is where we are moving to our inner guidance, our guidance from our higher self, and where we're going, and what actions we take on every step of the path, whether you are in flow or not. But flow, I tell you, I have been really working on flow and just going with what comes up. Even when I've been coming into spaces like um, this, I have this a healing with a friend that we've pulled together. We did one on the weekend, and I was just complete flow. I didn't plan what we were going to say, and it was powerful. And, when we can be in that true guidance in knowing that it's going to be the way it needs to be without having control, powerful, powerful. Uh, yeah, like it's amazing. Anyway, I am here for anyone that needs any support. I'm a really good person to hold space. And if that's what you need, please reach out, because I know there's a lot of people struggling. If you are wanting to maybe space for your journey of your successes as well, it doesn't have to just be when you're down and out. Your celebrations, I am here for that too, whatever that might be. But please know that you're not alone, and keep connected to your guides and your higher self. That is where we are moving. And I thank each and every one of you for being here. And I hope you have a magical day. Much love.